So hey guys, and welcome back to Born Traveller. Right, I am finally in Cappadocia. I finally arrived. Okay, let's go and have a look. So first of all, let's clear something up. Cappadocia is not a city, it's a region. Okay, it's actually an area, like a mountains area of Turkey. So when you're actually looking for hotels and things like that, there are little villages. The main one is called Gromny. I'll put it up on the screen now. It's a small little town and it's based right in the centre. However, there are surrounding villages that you can stop in. I'll put the other two up now. I'm actually stopping in this one. It's just down the road. It's about 4 or 5 kilometres. It still have all the caves. It's just not as famous, and there's just less development here. So I wanted somewhere that's a bit out of the way from all the major tourists, all the basically Instagrammers. As far as I can see in the world, this is Instagrammers like ground zero. They're like tracked like bleeding flies here. However, having said that, down here, a little bit less touristy, and not only that, hotels are much cheaper. In fact, the cheapest hotel I've got anywhere in Turkey so far. So my hotel actually only costs 79 lira, including breakfast. There's no actual air conditioning or fan with that, but you don't really need it. It's only 21 degrees. I think the highest it gets in the afternoons is about 24. This is not really a hot area most of the time of year, so you don't really need air conditioning. At night as well, it actually gets quite cold. It gets down to like 15, so it is quite cool. So as you can see, this town is absolutely packed with history. Here we have a massive old cooking bowl. And then up there, you've got huge, I think it's a museum. We're probably going to have a look in that. You can see people climbing it. So you can see like the cave itself has been carved out. I bet that was like an ancient hotel in the old days. So we're going to go and have a look at the castle. See how much it is. Hopefully it's not too expensive. So it was only 5 lira. That's really cheap. Really good. And that's the difference between here and Gromny. Gromny's quite expensive. Here in this town, really cheap. Really good value. So I'm going to have to talk quite loudly here, so you might have to turn your volume down. So as you can see, that the room itself is almost like a modern room of what we'd have today. They've carved it out exactly how we live. You know, you've got, I think, like a bed here, seating area. I would say that's probably a wash area, maybe, I'm not sure, but it looks like you keep water in there. And then you've got like little areas here where you can keep things. I would assume actually what you would put in here is little candles. They would have little candles. So as you can see, this castle goes on and on. It's quite steep, definitely quite high here. You know, it's not easy to get up these stairs, but we can do it. So if you are got any kind of injuries, I wouldn't recommend coming up here, to be honest. But yeah, and if you're scared of heights as well, probably not a good idea. This is a huge room, this one. You have to step into it. And again, it's very cool in here. Unfortunately, it does smell of urine, which is not good. You can see they've had to put some basically structural poles and metal hooks to keep the roof up. You can see where it's cracking. Yeah, so obviously you can do it, but it's not great. One thing that is nice here, there's a lovely breeze that comes through, and although it's not hot, it's only 21 degrees, obviously I'm still climbing, doing a lot of exercise, so I've been walking quite a lot, so I'm sweating a little bit, but nothing too major. This place here, as you can see the whole of this little town, and there's lots and lots of hotels. There's loads of hotels, but I say it's quieter here than in Gromny. But it is more of a town, more of a city, so there are more like ATMs and stuff here. So as you can see, this castle was just so extensive. I'm really curious to why they were carved out, these little like holes there. Very unusual, and I can't really see the point to that. Maybe have a fire? I mean, I guess you could hang out there, you could sit there, but I don't know. Very strange. So we're finally here. We finally made it to the top. I've conquered the castle. Wow. No, that's not good. Amazing view. You see there as well, there's a lovely little like trough. I'm assuming again they would keep that something like water in there. But as a vantage point, as you can see, for like security, this is absolutely incredible. I mean, you can see as far as the eye can see. You could see an army coming from a good half an hour away when they came over those mountains. Here in the distance, actually, as you can see, I think this is one of the best kept bits here. The mountainous bit here, we can go and explore those. It looks like it's free. You can just walk in. I don't think you have to pay for those. So definitely there's a load to explore. You can have your own little mini adventure here. There's thousands of caves in this area. Unfortunately, I'm losing the light here, so I might need to continue this tomorrow. So I'll probably start filming again tomorrow. So let's end it there.